recently traveled on a relief mission to Haiti. Sarah Palin, former Alaska governor, went with. It's been almost a year since the earthquake devastated the island nation. What did you and Governor Palin learn about the ongoing recovery efforts there?
Well, I showed her what Samaritan's Purse has done. We have built over 10,000 shelters for people to live in. We have set up entire communities across the Port-au-Prince area. But more importantly, there is a cholera epidemic now, and this cholera epidemic was understated. And the United Nations and USAID, the embassy there, were not responding quick enough to the problem. They were saying that there was only going to be a 2% infection rate, when in fact experts now believe it's going to be close to 6 to an 8% infection rate. This could be a huge, huge problem. And we have seen already over 2,000 people dead. Samaritan's Purse has two clinics, one in a place called Bercy, the other in Cité Soleil. The Cité Soleil is our largest with about 200 beds. We have people that come from all over. Cholera is very dangerous, very infectious. If a person gets cholera, it can kill you in 4 hours. That's how quickly you have to get help. And so I wanted Governor Palin to see this. She had never seen anything like this. And it was a wonderful opportunity to show the governor. I've gotten to know her in Alaska when she was the governor. We had worked together. Samaritan's Purse had worked in Alaska on a number of projects, but several projects with her. And I just thought it would be a good thing for her to see. And she wanted to see it. She took her husband, took her daughter Bristol, and and she was an encouragement not only to the staff and to the relief workers, but even to the Haitian people who didn't know her. She came in with her smile. She would sit on the cots. Now you have to understand a cholera clinic, these cots have been soaked in urine and fecal matter and vomit. Cholera is a horrible thing. And she just sat right there in the middle of it, holding people's hands, talking to people, holding babies. It was an amazing thing. She's quite a lady, and she's not afraid to get her hands dirty.
Reverend, what's your take on how the media reported on your visit and the big deal that it made over a photo of Sarah Palin getting her hair done by a supposed stylist that turned out to be none other than her daughter Bristol?
It was just a daughter looking after her mama, and my daughter was there, and she was looking after me too. It's unfortunate that the media has to focus on something like that. She purposely didn't want to talk to the media. She didn't want the media to say she was down there grandstanding. She wanted to see the work for herself. And so she gets criticized for not talking to the media, and if she had talked to the media, she would have been criticized for talking to them. So it's almost a no-win situation with the governor. She is a person that has a heart that has tremendous compassion for people. She loves people, and she cares deeply about people. And so I was just very grateful that she took time for her, for Todd, and Bristol to come and see it for themselves.
Well, after spending time with Sarah Palin, do you think that she'll run for president?
You know, I didn't ask her. We didn't even discuss that. You know, she's not a candidate. Of course, she speaks out on issues, but I have no idea what that lady's going to do.
How do you think her faith influences her actions?
Well, she's a woman of strong principle, and no question she has a strong faith in God. And when you read her book, Going Rogue, she gives a testimony of how she gave her life to God. And the last page of her book, Going Rogue, she mentions or says to the reader, if you haven't done what I've done, I encourage you to do it. And she invites a person to invite God into their heart, into their life. So I've seen the governor on a number of occasions, and no question, her faith is a big part of her life. That's who she is. She's a believer in Jesus Christ, a follower of the Lord Jesus Christ. That's part of, I mean, that's just her makeup, it's her DNA.
All right, Reverend Franklin Graham, thank you.
Thank you.